Hi everyone, Mr. Janssen here. Today we are going to be working on your 6-note scale on the flute. Now the 6-note scale adds 2 new notes, one at the top of your 5-note scale and one at the bottom. Let's use our 5-note scale as a warm-up. Let's play our 5-note scale on whole notes with our metronome set at 80 beats per minute. Let's give it a try. One, two, three, four. 1, 2. Nice job. That was a good warm-up. Next, let's talk about the new notes that are incorporated into the 6-note scale. The new high note is the note G, and it's played with thumb, red, orange, and yellow with your pinky. It sounds like this. Notice that on the flute, when you blow fast air, you get a higher note, and when you blow slow air, you get a very low note. This is going to be helpful when we talk about our next new note. Our next new note is the note low A natural, and it's played with thumb, red and orange, and pinky with slow air. Now, the way that the 6-note scale works is that we're going to start by playing our 5-note scale as normal. We're going to play up that scale. When you get to the note F, you're going to keep on going one note further to the note G. Then you're going to come back down the scale. When you reach the note B flat, then you are going to go to the note A and then back to B flat. Let's give it a try. Now we're ready to play your 6-note scale on the flute. Let's try playing our 6-note scale on whole notes with our metronome set at 80 beats per minute. Let's give it a try. One, two, three, four. 1, 2. Now, if you're struggling with these new notes, that's okay. Let's talk about a couple of quick exercises that you can do to help yourself get out those new notes. First, let's talk about the high G note. One of the most confusing things about the flute is remembering the fingering. Try to start on a more familiar note and then go up to the new note. In this case, let's talk about the note F to G. Watch as I play the note F to G, and watch how my fingers change between the two notes. Did you see that only one of my fingers changed when going from F to G? In this case, I only lifted my first finger on my right hand, or my green pad, to go from F to G. Let's try that again. Practice that a couple of times to really make sure that you know the difference between F and G and the relationship of the fingerings. Next, let's move on to some exercises to help you figure out the note low A. As I've said before, it can be helpful to start on a note that is more familiar. In this case, let's start on the note B flat, the first note of our 5 and 6 note scale. Then we are going to go down to the note low A and then back to B flat. Watch which of my fingers change as I'm going between notes. Do you notice that I am kind of switching between these two fingers, the orange and green key? When I'm playing B flat, I have thumb, red, green, and pinky down. When I go to A, I have thumb, red, orange, and just pinky down. Let's try that 3 times in a row. Now let's move on to playing our 6-note scale on half notes, still with our metronome set at 80 beats per minute. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Nice job. Keep up the good work. Keep working on your 6-note scale on whole notes, half notes, and if you get really good at it, try playing it on quarter notes. Happy practicing.